is Paul. Yeah. It looks like there was some lint where the headphone jack goes. Yes. Now I was talking to you about that fish industry. I know that these fraud laws that you refuse to enforce, it is going to actually affect a lot of individuals. Now, for those in fish and wildlife, yeah. Those in Homeland Security, yes. These offshore fish processing plants, yeah. Why don't you get me those? I'd like to know every place where we're processing the fish. You know, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, yes, that have marketing cooperatives, and I've known a lot of people over the years that thought that I'd go up to Alaska, I'd work for 18 hours, I'd make all this money, yes, and then I'd have all that money, and then I'd be rich. You know, as an individual that, well, my largest payday was $42,000 in 1 month. Yes. I really thought that I would make more money in these lawsuits, the lawsuits that I've been wanting to file. Yes. See, when I document fraud, yes, and you as law enforcement obstruct my use of the judicial system because on June 1st of 2015, did the petitioner actually motion the court to reissue the temporary protection order? Yes. And then on June 12th, when you had this hearing, yes, did the petitioner actually attempt to serve me as the respondent? Oops. Because I don't see any attempt of service from June 1st to June 12th. Yes. And then when you reissue the temporary protection order, yes, 48 days later, you had a court hearing. Yes, where I don't see that the petitioner actually appeared in court. Now, I think there's a very large fraud, okay? And I'll explain it to you where the petitioner, yes, did not fill out the actual court forms. Yes, yes. She didn't write her name in there. How many petitioners would not want to have their own name, yes, on a court form when motioning a court? Not a lot of them, because they would want the court to know who they are so that when the court gives them what they're asking the court for, see, it's a large fraud, yes, for any petitioner, yes, to not want the court to know their own name. For some reason, okay, you thought I should go fishing in Alaska, work 18 hours a day at a fish processing plant, yes, so I could bring home $20,000 to $40,000 in approximately 3 months. Yes, when I don't see the name of the petitioner, yes, that means the petitioner did not motion the court and did not fill out the forms. Now, as much as you wouldn't think that I have a real lawsuit for this, I have a fucking huge lawsuit. See, those that motion courts want what the court would give them because of their request of the court. To not have the petitioner's own name means the petitioner didn't want the court to issue what it did. She would have put her own birth date of birth, the DOB, and then she would have said, versus Paul C. Budnick, her husband. Whee! Now, a lot of those that motion the courts, they like being against the individual that they're motioning the court. It's kind of like this personal vendetta on the part of the individual known as the petitioner. She'd be saying, well, I'm going to teach this guy something. I'm going to kick his ass. But when you don't put my name on there, it's almost as if the petitioner didn't fill out the forms. Now, without the petitioner, yes, putting her own name and date of birth, she's the one individual you would want to know because she's the one that petitioned the court. And without putting my name there, as in I'm against the respondent, yes, because I'm the alleged perpetrator of domestic violence and child abuse, I'm the individual that threatened her life. Yes, he is. To not have my name in there is almost like she forgives me of any wrongdoing. She has completely forgotten, Pooch, how bad I allegedly was in 2011.